don't adjust your screen. If things look a little bit weird, they do. Kevin, the camera, my beautiful camera that I always used to film with, is having health issues. He is at the hospital as we speak. Oh, thoughts and prayers for Kevin, Kevyn, after Kevin Aqua, Kevin the camera. I'm filming on an iPhone 15 Pro Max because the show must go on, or something like that. And we still have a lot of holiday releases to get through, so hopefully Kevin the camera, or a replacement if he's DOA, oh no, will be here soon. Okay, lots to do today though, okay? We are gonna look at new Anastasia Beverly Hills for the holidays. We're gonna look at new Givenchy, look at that sparkly for the holidays. And what everybody has been talking about, at least to me, this Dior Rouge Dior Sequin Liquid Lip Duo. No, it is not the same as the Ultra Tenue Chanel, in case you thought so. We're going to talk all about that today and more with me, Rebecca. I'm a fashion and beauty editor. I have worked for well over 20 years, really about 25 years, in the trenches with some of the biggest names in fashion and beauty, following them around, writing about them, talking about them, interviewing them. And that has given me the guts to start Not Fit for Print Beauty, because it's digital now, for you to have a little bit of a digital beauty magazine right here on YouTube. All right, let's look at all of these new releases for the holidays, and then we are also going to take them outside into the warm California sunshine and, of course, demo them. Basically, and we'll talk about them a little bit as we go here. This is the Mini Embers eyeshadow palette for $32 from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's got 9 full pigment eyeshadow shades, a lot of warm neutrals, as you can kind of tell, and mattes and metallics. Really beautiful. I never know which way to turn this. Sorry, I'm out of my depth here when I don't have Kevin the camera. So yeah, I mean, basically it's a bunch of warm neutral shades, and then we throw in this cool blue. I'm actually wearing cool blue today, so that'll be interesting. It's an odd mix of really warm neutrals and then like pink, some kind of cools. Oh, cool, just here. Everything is different now. Okay, we're going to talk about that. That's $32, which is totally affordable, especially if you're a neutral lover like I am. Now, Givenchy has all of these loose powders that, frankly, I love. I love the Givenchy loose blush. I'm a loose powder fan, though, in general, and this is gorgeous. Now, putting it back together, putting the top on of these Givenchy powders is a little bit of an intelligence test that I tend to fail, like a Rubik's Cube, to be honest with you. But look at this. It's got this cushiony top that's really quite beautifully spongy and sparkly. And this is their loose powder highlighter, $48. It's got soft pearl and gold shimmer. I swatched this one outside, but I swear you can't really see it very well. But when I put it on my finger, boy, you can really see it well then. And so I'm going to try to kind of get that a little bit out of here to show you a little bit better. Because when it's on my finger, boy, can you see it. Look at that. I mean, if I just do it really, and you can't see it so much in the outside, but I think that really shows you that pearly gold. A little bit of a floral scent. I forgive that with the perfume houses. There it is, kind of, it's a lot of it, but you know, just to give you an idea, I don't think you see it in the outside swatch well enough, but you can see for yourself in a moment. Then we have, this is very talked about because it's dual-ended, which makes everyone think of its competitor in Chanel. So this is the $55 Dior Rouge Dior Sequin Liquid Lip Duo. Comes in, well, there's 3 shades right now in Sephora. There might be more on Dior, but this is the 747 Illusionist shade. It's kind of a rosy taupe. I know, you thought I would get the 999 shade. I have 999 and I'm reviewing so many reds. Even I was like, give it a break, Rebecca. You know, I'm in my red era, as you can tell with my nails. So this is kind of their iconic sequin finish. You know, it's a liquid lip. You give it a minute and it gets all sparkly. I've never been a big fan of that. Always found it very dry. Well, this one adds a little bit of a gloss on the other end. Look. What's the old expression? I know Chanel Ultra Tenue, and this is no, and Dior, you are no Chanel Ultra Tenue. Don't be fooled. It's not the same thing. But we're still going to play with it, and we'll see. And I want to know what you guys think, too. I'm having so much trouble getting to all of these new releases, and I was out of town for a while, and then, as you know, my camera broke. So I've been behind on all these new releases. So, you know, it's okay. That's a lot of fun. A lot of you guys have been able to try these, and you can talk to me about what your thoughts are. First, before we start playing with it all, let's take a look at it all. I don't really think the Givenchy powder looks that great, but the rest of it does. Out here in the warm California sunshine, there is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mini Embers eyeshadow palette in the sun. The Givenchy Holiday Limited Edition Prisme Libre loose powder is on my arm there, but I don't really know if you can see it that well. And then there's the Dior Rouge Dior Sequin lip, and I put the liquid gloss, I put the little lip gloss, I should say, over the top of it, just so you can kind of get an idea, okay, of what it looks like out there. And again, I didn't go for that real red. I thought we'd go for the rosy taupe. The great thing about these Givenchy is, you know, when you put the little powder puff on there, it makes a little G on your face, which I think is a lot of fun. But I think we're going to use a brush for today, and I'm just going to use the product that's accumulated here when I was putting it onto my hand, because I really wanted you to see it. So let's see what you think of this. And you're getting the same, I really did it quite heavy-handed, but you're getting that same amount. I'm really using a lot of it. I don't think I'd put this much on for everyday use. This one's it's a little bit more subtle. Shows a little bit of texture. There it is in a much more subtle application, and here it is in a lot more of it on there. I really like these Givenchy pressed powders. I really do. And I think this one is, I think gold mixed with a pearly champagne shade is the right way for me anyway to do gold. And again, putting this top on, it's like, look, it's off. I don't know. Like I said, it's an intelligence test that I kind of fail every single time. I don't know why. Please tell me in comments. Does anybody else have trouble? You got to do it like, I clicked. Success. Okay, let's get something on my lips because I feel a little pale. As I said, this is no ultra to new, but the deal is, maybe we'll let it sit. You got to let it sit on your lips for about a minute. So you put this on your lips, you let it dry, you rub them together, and sparkles appear. Whoopoo! But I think it's a little bit drying. It's never been my favorite lip product, so they put a little clear gloss with it. Let's just let it sit for the minute first, okay? Goes on nicely. And then I just kind of want to paint it on the lips. I know I rubbed them together, but okay, so I'm just going to kind of let that sit for just a moment. It's a really pretty shade, isn't it? Still works for my red lip era. It's going to get sparkly, but they really want you to let it just kind of chill out for about a minute. So let's play with our eyeshadow palette. I mean, you know, I am a boring basic chick. What can I say? So I just want to use all of these brown shades. And I know I'm wearing a cool shade, so we better go into that cool shade to go kind of with what I'm wearing, actually. There's, you know, these are pretty. They're, you know, easy to use and really pretty. So what if we went in here? I got some Sonia G brushes. And let's do two different eye looks. Here's a really pretty kind of metallic golden shade. These mini palettes that Anastasia Beverly Hills has been releasing are really, really pretty. I don't know which way to turn here to let you guys see it. I'm really, really getting used to this new way of doing things, which hopefully is just for the short term. I like this. I think it really kind of goes with, you can see, it's almost the exact same shade, isn't it, as the overdone Givenchy highlighter. And if I take that same Sonia G brush and just kind of go with a little bit of a matte shade in the crease, look at how pretty this is. I mean, I could have gone more dramatic with my mascara, but look how pretty that is. That's really quite nice. Should we do the blue on this eye? Let's do it. I'm wearing blue, but this is kind of a blue-gray, and I want to do it very subtly, almost in a smoky, smoked out way. And see, I can handle that. Now it's working with what I'm wearing today, which is just like a knit top. From Pact. Have you heard of them, Pact? I'll look and see if they still have it. If they do, I'll make sure to put it up there. I don't know if they do, though. It's Kind of pretty, huh? All right, let's switch brushes and let's do a different look. I wanted to do one with this kind of smoky blue-gray. That's about as cool as this palette's going to get. But we do have a green shade here. What if we took that green shade and just literally started with it? Didn't really knock too much pigment off, and this is a good amount of pigment in this palette here. Honestly, these ABH palettes, Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, are nice. They're really getting back to basics over there, and I like it. I think this is maybe a bit of a boring staple for the holidays, but it's nice. I mean, look how well that went onto the eyes and how pretty that looks, almost on its own, really, you know? I'm going to mix it with, let's see. Let's mix it with this shade here. Kind of a metallic, a little bit bronzy over the eye. Isn't that pretty? How many different looks could you get out of this? Wow, well, a ton. A ton. Isn't that? Wow, that's really pretty. Okay, let me stop for a moment and activate the lips. Okay, so can you see that? My lighting is still set for Kevin the camera, so it might not be enough lighting for here. I'm just a girl doing the best she can without a camera, people. You know, please go easy on me. But I hope you can see the sparkles. Very sparkly. Now, if we put this over it, so many of you have already tried this and just sent me DMs, so disappointed. It isn't the same. Does it take away? What I was asking, and I interrupted myself by putting on the gloss, is with the gloss, are the sparkles still there? Yeah, I guess they are. I guess they are. Actually, look, it's no Chanel. It's no Chanel, but it's not bad. I've never been a massive fan of this product without the gloss. You know, I don't like that rubbing together and the sparkles. I always found them a little bit gritty, you know, and not comfy. This is much comfier because of the gloss. And I still see the sparkles. I actually think it's pretty. If you're a fan of the Chanel, the dual-ended Chanel, I mean, if you expect this to be another Chanel, you'll be disappointed. But if you keep in mind that it's a little bit different, I know I have two different eye looks on here, but if you keep in mind that it's a little bit different, I think you actually could like this, you guys. I'll wear this. And without the gloss, I really don't make too much use out of it. Let me know in comments what you think, because I've had a lot of DMs with people that are not happy at all. I thought I would hate it. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I'm sorry, I'm being honest. I came on here thinking I'd hate it. 3 great reviews. Anything that Givenchy does in this loose powder, I'm just kind of into. For some reason, I just love the formula. And though this is about as boring as you can get, sorry, Anastasia Beverly Hills, sometimes boring is good, you know? Reliable, there for you, steady, you know, like a good man. If they make those, we don't know. All right, at any rate, what do you guys think? Because as I said, it's taking me forever to get through all of these new holiday releases. So you guys might have some thoughts on it if you've tried them already. And especially this kind of divisive lip look we've got going, where I'm actually siding with it. I actually kind of like it, guys. But I would like to know what you guys think about all of these products if you've tried them or thinking of trying them. I know we're on the verge of the Sephora sale, and all of these are available at Sephora. So I'll have to do some choices for the Sephora sale. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I always try to do it a little different every time, but I will get something together, and hopefully I'll have a camera back. I am panicking. If I look a bit distracted or emotionally distressed, I am. But the show must go on. We're getting through it. Make sure that you join me over on Instagram. Come on over to TikTok. Also, we're on Facebook. I have a membership right here on YouTube where we do weekly lives, and we'd love to see you there. And in addition, everything I'm talking about is going to be down below in the description bar. And wherever I can, which I think is all of these products, I'll have them up here on YouTube shopping. You can click and shop as you go. It's a great way to do it. So let me know your thoughts, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.